What's up and welcome. We are live. Changed the format of the stream just a little bit. I think this is easier to see, and the cam is in the correct angle, right? I had to flip it. Today we're going to kind of pick up where we left off. On the last stream we were exploring some of the Patriot decks, and we were looking at a Patriot Wave deck, and I was not having a lot of success with it. Somebody on Twitter just got infinite with this deck. And since we were talking about Patriot Wave, I figured why not jump into it and see how it goes. And if we stick with it for a while, I'll post it up into the stream for reference. As you can see, by playing Patriot, I was able to climb back up to 78. We'll see how it goes today, since this is a little bit of a change. The goal of this is to play it like a standard Patriot deck, except that you also have Wave on 3 to give you Onslaught on 4. Followed up by Mystique and Patriot. So it's a little bit wonky. And so I can't even play yet. They're filling up their deck quite a bit here. See if we can get some other cards on the board. And I suspect, like with any deck that you're trying to get infinite with, retreating is going to be a primary strategy. You just got to do it when it makes sense to preserve your cubes. And we're slow playing, kind of like a Sarah deck. I mean, we don't have Wave here, so we're gonna have to Mystique into this. I mean, there's not really any other choice here. And Wasp doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm going to have to play Ultron and Prey, because it doesn't look like I'm going to win this one. Not liking how this one looks. They're going to drop something like Dino, and I'm done. So, right off the jump, this deck does not look like it's going to perform very well. But this is our first game with it. I do not see a win here. So I'm going to go ahead and retreat to preserve cubes. And hopefully we get a better draw next one, because this looks like this was a really bad draw. Wave would have made this actually pop a little bit, but there's no Patriot, and there was no Wave. They were in the bottom half of the deck. Actually, bottom quarter of the deck, because we had some Vibranium in there. That's clearly a bad draw. We'll keep with it. It's been proven to hit infinite, so... And that was at 80 plus. We played Sarah up to 80, and then Doom, or... not Doom Wave, but Patriot Wave up to infinite. And I did get the Steampunk Shocker, which was kind of cool. So we've got Raptors to help us out here if we can get Wave for Onslaught. Still no wave or onslaught. I mean, this is looking a lot like... I get that a lot with this card. I mean, this is looking a lot like the last game, where I'm getting all the top cards, but I'm not getting Patriot or Wave. I gotta... Exact. My cat is playing with stuff he shouldn't be playing with. There's Patriot. Okay, so at least we've got something to work with here. Ultron is a tough sell on right. So they could have gotten any one of these three. I don't know if it's really going to help. I mean, Doom is probably their best one. So now they'll, if they got Doom, that's what they're going to want to play. Or we're going to limit what they can play. Okay. That was not ideal. But now we're controlling two. So unless they have She-Hulk, this should be a win. Actually, I'm going to play him mid because we can't bump him. I should have waited on Wasp. I mean, it made sense, though, in case of Arrow. So, unless they got Doom, I mean, they're drawing dead. And even with Doom, I should still win. It's just a matter of time before they retreat. No, they had She-Hulk, Doom, watch. Played Ultron into it. With Darkhawk. Yikes, that was close. Didn't expect that. Like, how did they got... Hey, what's up, gamer? How they got... They were able to play two cards. Because he came down... I don't know. I'm not sure how they played Darkhawk there. Zabu, maybe? And Quinjet, I guess? I'm not sure. Well, yeah, that would have worked because Ultron would have been dropped by one. So, gamer, I'm trying a Wave Patriot deck that somebody posted on Twitter saying they got Infinite with. I wanted to see how it played. So I'm kind of going through the learning curve right now, the growing pains. And that was a pretty close call. Okay, so no wave, so no onslaught yet. I'm not playing Wasp until I need to, if I need to. Oh, really? Bast would be interesting for this. I don't have it. But to bring up, you know, Patriot, Mystique, Wasp. I mean, a lot of cards would benefit from it. I'm gonna powerful Patriot on board. Looking to arrow me on 6. Gotta be aware of that. Could have put Squirrel Girl out there. That would have been better. So I'm not... it's hard for me to envision Bast. It really is. See how they feel about this. See what they do with this. I'm probably going to want to X me on right. Which would be a big problem. I should have put Wasp on right, just to be safe. At Bast is tough for me because I think you need the right cards in your hands to play it. And unless you have a lot of cards that are, you know, cost heavy, I don't know. Like, I feel like it would hit Doctor Doom, then I'd be mad, right? I mean, Squirrel Girl helps me against Professor X, but we'll see. Yeah, I wondered. Okay, that's problematic. It's definitely problematic. Because if they arrow me now, I lose. And that's another 8, which I can't beat with a base Doom. Really? I thought the one I saw had Ultron in it, but maybe I'm mistaken. I'm in trouble. And these toxic decks tend to be a problem. I'm going to walk from this one. Just keep trying to preserve cubes. Try to play smart. Even if I'm, you know, higher loss than wins. Just looking to progress. And I'm learning this deck, so I'm going to hit some obstacles like that one. Oh, what's this? Oh, nice. What do I get? Oh, yay. I do have Surfer. I don't have things like Brood. Brood is one of the ones that has never shown up. I'm 11 cards from complete, or 9? I can't remember. I think it's 9 cards from complete, and Brood is one I'm missing. I'm pretty sure that's in the Patriot Surfer deck. Okay, well, we've got Wave Onslaught this time. We need Patriot Mystique to stack. That's not ideal. Okay, we'll do that. I mean, I can't stack Patriot Mystique. So they're going to get Onslaught or Doom. I'm not sure if there's going to be another toxic deck or not. Okay, well, we got Patriot. So we'll play Patriot on left. Well, that was just... This is another toxic deck. Good God. Nowhere to play. Oh, because I can't play there? I see. These toxic decks are really getting on my nerves. It's like everybody's playing them right now. And then I've got no bumps. I mean, this really doesn't do anything. We'll play it out. Well, they gambled and lost on left. Wow. I'm gonna win all three? Didn't think that was gonna happen. But we'll take it. Glad I saw that one through. I was sketchy on it. That Enchantress was a mistake. Hey, I'll pull up what I'm missing here in just a second. No variants. So let's see, we'll sort this. Say a Yellow Jacket. I'm just looking at Series 3. Black Widow, Daredevil, Maria Hill, Brood. Absorbing Man, Rock Slide, Typhoid Mary, Valkyrie, I believe, is Series 3. I can't remember, though. Doc Ock, and Giganto. So that's all I'm missing right now from Series 3, but Brood is preventing me from playing Patriot Surfer, which is one that did catch my eye. Being able to bump Patriot and Mystique would be nice. Okay. We've got Wave, Patriot, Mystique. So I might Wave 5. Just to Toxic Wave them. And Bass is a Series 4, right? If I remember right. So I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm saving up. I'm sketched to get Galactus, but if I can, that's probably what I'll go for. Because I think he's in line for the next big nerf. Though judging on how incompetent Glenn Jones is, aka Greg Jones, I don't know that the nerf would be that bad. So I'm still really contemplating Galactus. I like Shuri as well, but with as much heat as he's been catching over Shuri, I think she's going to get nerfed next. Well, that's no good. Mindscape. And this looks like it might be another damn toxic deck, so we'll see if they change Mindscape. Luke Cage. Not super excited to see that. Play Wasp as a last-ditch effort on turn 5 if need be. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a toxic deck, what'd I say? So ridiculous. So ridiculous. That's all I'm seeing. It'll give them Doom to play. So I have to be controlling 2 lanes. I don't think I will be. So they were a toxic Sarah. And that is not going to be a win. Although I did get Ultron, interesting. They're going to be dropping 5, so I can't really beat that. They beat me with my own card. Brilliance. I'm gonna keep playing this for a little bit, but if I don't start getting wins with it, I may walk away. I mean, these toxic decks are really annoying. As long as I'm only losing one cube at a time, that's okay. I thought Asteroid M was supposed to be done already. How is it still going? No way for Onslaught. I might want a Patriot Onslaught. We'll see. Toxic deck, go figure. Like, what is this? It's just dumb. What? Black Widow Patriot? I've not seen that before. What are they doing? They got... Wow. I should not have played Widow's Bite there, clearly. Well, then I'm going to Onslaught at the end. I may still have this, even though they're snapping. Even if they drop Ultron. Well, that's going to be 9s. That's pretty nasty. See what they put on left. No, they're full up too. Yeah, they got me with that. They got me with debris. They fully got me with debris. I really like debris with Patriot simply because it gives you a defense built into the card. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit retreat. I knew they were going to play Ultron and that was game. That was dumb. I meant to retreat. I was lost in my own head. That was dumb. I knew I lost. I really think I want to put debris in there. I think debris is better for this deck. So let's see. The hell? I have debris. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I don't want to do that. I think I would drop Blue Marvel for debris. Because that still allows me to wave Onslaught into the debris. Maybe. Here we got another one. Actually, that's going to be enough for me to get another reserve. Let me do that real quick. No. The hell? Why is this thing all messed up? Because I have that set. There we go. Okay, we are looking for specific cards. I think Blue Marvel's in line. Thought I had a couple Blue Marvels. Maybe not. Huh, I guess not. Let's do Onslaught's in line for a split. Hopefully get another ink. Let's see what the reserve drops for us. I just got Helicarrier, so it's not going to be a card. Oh, it's another Steampunk. Wow, I got 2 of them. I got another one. That's cool. I've got 2 of the 5. Okay, well, let's just keep... Let's see, how many more do we have? 350. Keep bumping Patriot. And that will get us back to playing the game. I'll have another 100 to spend if I wanted to. Oops. It's already thinking ahead. So I'm gonna have to debris on left. I think I'm gonna gamble him right. Debris left. Fuck, I've played this account before. Can't remember if they're a bot or not. They might be a bot. I can double debris. Just fill up their lanes. Maybe Toxic Wave on 5. I'm still not seeing Patriot, Mystique. No, I'm gonna Patriot first just in case I get Mystique, or I'm gonna Wasp first in case I get Mystique. Oh, I got the other Patriot. It's not enough to win left. Should be enough to win mid and right, though. Another 4 here, 5. It was a gamble to play debris like this. I thought it'd be fun, though. Yikes. I went on points. Victory. So I'm kind of treading water here while I'm learning the deck. And it's Hawk Guy again. Okay, we've got a Patriot, Mystique, and Onslaught looking for Wave pretty early if I can get it. I've got no other cards to play, though. Not the one I wanted them to hit. It burns my turn 3. Okay, we are good to play a couple here. Although, I can always play Squirrel Girl later. No, I should play it. Yeah. And I guess Onslaught, I mean, against Red Skull, it's not going to be good. So add another 4 is not going to be enough. We'll see if that does it. Okay. I guess it does do it. This is now +0. Back to break even, 1-1 as I'm learning the deck. I'm okay with that. It's not feeling as smooth as I would have liked. I mean, the wave is just not working the way I thought it was supposed to, the way I understood it. Maybe I'm just not seeing it yet. I really think you have to play like 10, 20 games to get a good feel for a deck. Asteroid M, every game. I could have sworn it was only supposed to be 24 hours, and I thought that 24 hours was up. So it looks like they're playing your deck there, gamer, the one you were talking about. Or at least it's highly possible. Yeah. It's gonna be Patriot Surfer from the look of it. So then I Debris Squirrel Girl. Well, I can't Onslaught then. And then I guess dropping Doom? And that doesn't do... I'd get 7s off of him. Versus 4s from Ultron, but I'm gonna be all filled up. guess I'll end turn. I've been having a lot more success with my original deck than I have with any of these modified versions of Patriot. I'm very, very far behind. I mean, they drop Doom, I'm dead. So I'm walking away from this deck. I'm kind of tired of struggling with it. It's not playing the way I want it to. I'm going to go back to my original Patriot deck because it seems to win. I mean, it's what took me from 76 to 78, I think. I remember where we left off last. So we'll go back to this one. See how it's faring. Although it has Onslaught in it, I wanted to take Onslaught out for debris. Interesting. No 2 or 3, and I mean, Mystique is a turn 4 anyway. Minimum. And they look like they're just another toxic deck, most likely. Hey, what's up, Monk? You still at 65, or you break into 70s yet? On Gamer, I know is already infinite. We'll see him to the next turn. Yeah, Patriot's like rising in popularity right now. Not exactly sure why. Why did they snap on me? Just because they dropped negative? I guess I'll call them and see. Yeah, I don't know about never lucky, man. You gotta stick with it. You just gotta find something that's working for you. I mean, you see me trying decks left and right to see what I can stick with consistently. Nothing's sticking. I play it for a while and then I just get destroyed nonstop. Like it'll go good. Like the first hour or two I play it, and then it's non-stop opponents that I can't beat. Damn rogue.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah. I mean, they barely beat me, but they did. -5. So here I am. Even my go-to Patriot deck just lost. Oops, no, that is a 4 still. And I'm now half a rank down, just like that. I really don't know what to play and win. Doomwave was doing okay last stream. We'll go back to it for a bit and see. But it just seems like no matter what I play, and last night I had some wins. I mean, I got up, into 78 again. But it seems like nothing I play wins for very long. So I feel you on that, Monk, because I I'm frustrated. Definitely frustrated. But at least Glenn Jones knows what he's doing, right? Oh, that guy. Okay. I think I'll just let Sunspot soak. Except Patriot M's going to pull. Fantastic, so we'll play him here. It's a Patriot deck against Wave. Of course. See what I'm saying? The second I go Doom Wave, I go against Patriot. Of course, you were saying, you know, Patriot's pretty popular right now. And Arrow's not going to do any good for me. Let's just soak. I don't got Doom to follow up. I mean, this really is not going to matter against what they're playing. They're going to play one card anyway. With Brood. I mean, I'm drawing dead. I'm drawing dead. Maybe. Because if they bump left at all, I'm out. What do they have? They're going to be dropping Doom. I don't know. I'm gonna call it. I don't see. Yeah. Okay, I was right to call. I was right. Alright, we'll stick with Doomwave for a bit. We got to win on the first game. I thought it was going to be Surfer 2, which is why I was scared. I just had a gut feeling. I was like, I don't know. Maybe they're going to play Doom or Ultron. And if they do, then we're good. I was wrong, too. I thought it was Surfer. I fully thought it would have been. That would have been the smart play. And then I would have had to have played She-Hulk mid to win. But for me, that was like 50-50. I'm tired of Asteroid M already. So we've got, I mean, our turn 5 and 6 in place already. Double him and drag him. We don't get the double? Oh yeah, we do, okay. Wave? Okay. So I guess I'm gonna be dropping Doom. I don't know if this is gonna move him or not. Wow, to M'Baku, really? How? Why are they snapping? I don't understand. Is this Galactus? Like, what are they... It's gotta be Galactus. No? I mean... And they're gonna possibly Professor X? To Cerebro 2. Oh, that's what you lost to? It's to Cerebro 2? So M'Baku popped out and he was bonus points on top of it? Oh, that's right. Goddamn Asteroid M. God damn Asteroid M. I would have been, like, solid. Solid. All they gotta do is win left now. That's game. God damn it. So tired of Asteroid M. Thanks. I'm glad to hear that. Like, I was having some fun with that one. I call him Greg, in case you hadn't noticed. He's got to go. He's got to go. Like, and I'm not normally like that, but he's a problem for the game. And I don't want this game to dwindle into nothing, and he's a problem. And it's not like this is the first time he screwed up a patch. I mean, it's been constant since I joined, which was the Silver Surfer season. Like the first time I saw him address balance issues was Leader, and just lowering it by 1 power like he just did with Thanos. The dude doesn't know how to do his job. He's got to go. And I included Eggs in there because she just got blocked by him as well. And then and I'm disappointed by this. She doesn't want the conflict, so I respect that. But she immediately was like, stop adding B-Brode and all that. Like, she doesn't want to be a part of the drama. That's fine. But it's disappointing to see people who have an audience not standing up for the game and for the players. Just because they're afraid to be called toxic. Like, that sucks. Hey, what's up, Templeton? Welcome back. Yeah. Yeah, and so he got harassed on Twitter about that. Like, why don't you listen to players instead of just going directly off data? And the other thing I noticed about him is, and this kind of goes to my whole he's a narcissist thing, is if you look at the way he responds to people, it's always, I made this powerful decision, but we may have failed. So he'll take glory, but shovel, like, all the problems onto the team. Yeah, no, it didn't do anything. It totally, Shuri, yeah, that was such a weird thing for him to claim, that was going to nerf Shuri. Completely... I've had a couple of them, and they were, Alabama. I have, a couple decks I played with them, because that's all I had, really. Because I don't really get 4s or 5s. And I struggled with them. Struggled. I would get maybe 50%, but I just couldn't climb at all. Okay, so we've got She-Hulk Doom for our turn 6. We've got a Golden Arnim Zola. Alright, we'll spread this a little bit more. Good, we're going to control 2. So that's game. Well, maybe not with Dino. Didn't see Dino coming. And I don't have my Shang-Chi. But I can arrow and double snap into him. They're going to be dropping Dino, so I'm just going to have them stack. Arrow left? Why left? Oh, because they were going to Arn him. And I had him in my deck. How do I do that every game? I do that every single game. I know what they have to play, and I don't do it. I make the wrong... Oh my god. I knew what they had. I don't want to fist you, bro. I don't want to. Like, I'm ashamed. I do that all the time. I know what they're gonna play, and then I just don't look at it. Oh my god. Yeah, you're a right, gamer. That absolutely would have been the right thing. I was not thinking. Again, I missed it. That's fully on me. So Lockjaw Jube was something I played for a while, and I could never get like Lockjaw to play when I needed him. He was just always in the bottom of the deck, or he would come like really at like the end of the game. So I ended up abandoning that. And I feel you, like the game is just not geared for people going into Pool 3. It's like they're designing the game for people who've been around since the beginning. People who have, you know, 12,000 tokens that they're sitting on. That's not the majority of players. Like they're gonna just stop until those players dwindle away, and no new players want to come in because they just get their butts kicked nonstop. You see, I don't smoke, but I am tired as hell. No lie, I've not been sleeping well, so I might as well have. Oh, that was dumb. Somebody should clip that and mock me. I'm for it. Oh god, why do I do that every time? Seriously, every stream I do that at least once, sometimes twice. Like without fail. I know what they're gonna play, and I just don't even look at it. I had like the perfect setup. That was a win. That was an 8-cube win, and I just screwed it. Oh, come on. Am I really getting Asteroid M every single game? It was supposed to be 50%. Patrolling 2. Alright, I'm gonna look and see what they have this time. Because I have Arrow, She-Hulk, no wave. Maybe I'll actually pay attention. Yeah, and I think, and since you're a Thanos player, I'm curious about your thoughts on what they did. Like, I felt like Space Stone wasn't the problem, it was the Time Stone. And the ability to just build, like, this massive Lockjaw deck and just throw Thanos into it was more than enough, right? That just makes it, like, a doubly powerful deck. I still think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I still think Thanos is a powerhouse and people just haven't realized that yet. Okay, so they dropped Electro. It's a little scary. I'm gonna Arrow here in case they're Galactus. No, no, no. With Leech. Because Leech doesn't need to be nerfed, right? There just went the game right there. No need to nerf Leech whatsoever. This guy... Can I still win? I mean, he'd have to flip right and middle. I can't play that there. I mean, do I dare? And just see what they do? I'm gonna win on sheer points? Oh, no, I'm not. God damn Asteroid M! Asteroid M, I'm so tired of it. With Doom. I'm so tired of Asteroid M. It's every game. Am I wrong? Is it not every game? And this is what it was like on patch day. Like, I just can't seem to win. Doesn't matter what I play. The pairings, the cards, they're just not going my way. Outside that 8-cube loss that I you know, fouled up. I'm not seeing a lot of winners here. So I don't have Thanos or Galactus. I don't have any Series 5s. The only Series 4s I had got dropped to Series 3, which was Orca and Atuma. I now have Silver Surfer, so I guess that counts. So I can't even play against the Medicine. I'm almost 3,000, the card level. I love Patriot. Patriot's one of my favorites. So is Destruction. And Patriot has been doing okay for me up until this stream. This stream I've been losing with him. Maybe I'll swap back to him. I really do like him. Magneto mid wouldn't have worked because he'd been leeched, right? And so I still had to win another location, and they could have just flipped right, and I'd be done. So that's why I didn't want to go with Magneto on that one. I think this game is just suffering from balance issues, and that is being bottlenecked by Glenn Jones. If he would actually listen to the community, I think the game would get balanced much more rapidly. Like, the hotfixes wouldn't be hard. He could hold polls on Twitter and know what to do. It wouldn't be that difficult. But he won't admit he doesn't know what to do, so he'll never do something like that. I really can't put much in there right now. I'm going against a Lockjaw deck. If they're getting a good draw, I'm already drawing dead. I think I'd rather just suffer through Patriot, even if I'm having bad games, just because I like it. I can't seem to get the Patriot wave to work for me for some reason. Yes, and that has been the chief complaint. I said that on stream a while back, and everybody's been agreeing with me. It's like, I want to play what I want to play. I don't want to feel like it's a grind, and I have to play a specific deck just to play the game. And that's how it is right now. I think that if they had a floor on how many levels you could lose, that'd be better. You could actually... Hold on. I'm gonna call him. If they had it so that you could still gain levels even when you're losing your ass, it's just much slower, that'd be fine. Just make it a 1-cube minimum or something like that. And with a floor so you can't lose 10 levels in a row, because that's just stupid. Which is what happened on my alt account. Yeah, I can't win this, I don't think. I don't know why I called him on this. I think I'm not paying attention. I'm getting too involved in conversation. I don't think I win this one. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm going back to Patriot. I'm tired. I'm a rank and a half down. Are you serious? I don't know. I mean, clearly that 8-cube loss was all me. But not all these games are me. There's no way. Come on. Alright, so the only Patriot deck that seems to win for me consistently is this one, and I want to change so that Onslaught is not in it. Just in case I see a Galactus. We'll spell the card correctly, not the word. Okay. Like, I'm struggling for that last card. Onslaught and Squirrel Girl, the ones I've had in there for the longest time, like, but I never really play either of them. I think Debris is going to be better to kind of pollute their lanes. And if we suspect it's Galactus, and I've got a cheap way to thwart asteroid him, god damn it. And am I wrong? I thought the featured location was supposed to be a 50% show rate. Like you're only supposed to see them like every other game. I think that's awesome, and I've had somebody do that to me. Only one person has ever done that to me, and I thought that was amazing. I still think that's so cool because it's you know fuck his data. Like that's not the point, right? He doesn't understand what people like about these kinds of games. It's a huge miss. So they're discard. Boy. I'm gonna have to play that there. So there's where debris actually comes in handy. That works for me. Because I don't have Doom or Ultron popping up in my deck. So this should actually help. I fully agree. You have all those elitists on Twitter that are like, well, not everybody should. Only about 1 to 5% should hit it. What are you talking about? Like, that's really against the spirit of the game. You should have infinite be possible for everyone, but a grind. Fully get it. And then a leaderboard with extra rewards. Because the way they have infinite set up, it's not a leaderboard. It's supposed to be something. It looks like you're supposed to be able to hit it. And you have lots of players who were hitting infinite, and then season switches over, and they're getting all these, bots at level 70, and then hitting infinite again in a couple hours. And so people are flocking to them like, oh, what are you doing? You must be really good at the game. It's like, that's not proof of that, because the game is broken. And I'm not one to talk, because I'm not the greatest player, clearly losing 8 cubes over a dumb mistake. But it's got the whole game like upside down. And I haven't played Hearthstone, but what I've been reading up on, I don't see the kind of complaints for it that I see with Snap. I don't see a player base that's this angry. And I think that speaks volumes. Your players should be happy and enjoying the game. You're not going to please everybody, but the majority should be happy. And it doesn't seem that way. That's the way it should be. And then cubes maybe for the leaderboard. And you know what? This is killing me because this is it. Like, I'm a small streamer, right? Like, I'm not like an influencer, but I have seen so many ideas just in my chat alone that make the game far more fun and like progressive. Like, they can't figure it out and they've got the entire community shouting at them. I don't understand that at all. Okay. We're both gonna play Duo, Sandman. That doesn't really hurt me, man. It doesn't hurt Patriot decks. It made me waste my Mystique, but that's fine. Though I do need Ultron. There's one card here, probably won't be enough. Okay, so they're gonna Odin on mid to try to take Vault. Mystique defends against that. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. And I've been saying that all along. It's like my main reason for hitting Infinite. Like, honestly, I look at the rewards for Infinite. I don't want the golden deck or the yellow deck. I'll never use it. For me, like, this is I won't use it. I want to be able to play what I want to play. That's it. I want to be able to experiment with new decks and see what works for me. And I feel like I can't, because then I just lose. And their new, you know, test deck scenario, okay, you can test decks, but you still, if you're not strong with it because you're practicing against bots, you're going to lose your ass the second you get back out there. I do think, like, that's what I was saying, like, if you get like a minimum of like 1 cube, you can't, you know, go below 1 cube. People will be snapping a lot. It'll go a lot faster, but I think maybe an experience bar works better. I think that's probably smart. Because it's a separate metric. And then the cubes you use for like leaderboards totally makes sense to me. God damn, leader or asteroid M. I'll just fill it up. Dimension on left. If I can even get Patriot Mystique. Oh, there goes her sunspot. Yeah, that sucks, man. I think that you can go... So, like, my alt account, I was at 69, and I'm now at 59 on it. The fact that you can lose 10 levels like that without one of two things happening. One, you hitting a floor, so you can't keep losing. Or two, that they readjust the MMR rapidly to accommodate the fact that you've just lost 100 cubes. The game is fundamentally flawed. Like, that should not ever happen. Ever. Still no Ultron. There's Ultron. Thank you. Just in time. Right at the end there. And I'd really like for some Hearthstone players to chime in, because Hearthstone's kind of like the chief competitor. It's been around for a while. The fan base is huge. And they're doing something right. And I'd like to see why it's so different. Hells yes. That's completely inverted. Completely inverted. And I don't understand how so many people can say that and they just still, like, ignore it. I like this about this Patriot deck. I can just kind of look away and know I'm going to win. And that was even in the survey, was like, do you want more, you know, like basically saving points on the ladder? I think that's an obvious one, because right now there's only one, and that's 100. That's oh my god, out of their minds, out of their minds. And I don't know much about B-Brode, but I heard he is kind of the same as Jones. But he's not blocking me. He you know, only Jones is doing that. So I thought maybe Brode was a little more receptive. I don't honestly think the devs play very much. Stephen Jarrett plays. I've seen him post. I don't see... And I mean, I'm blocked now, so I have to go into incognito mode to see... what's his name's, but I don't see... Oh, I'm gonna wait on that. I don't see Jones or Brode playing. I don't. So I don't think they understand. And if they are playing, then I think that they're likely favoring the decks that they want to favor. Which is dumb, because they should have access to everything. Okay, so we're definitely playing Doom on right. And I couldn't care less if they do anything there. So I'm going to fill it up in just a moment. Yeah, that's not going to help you. So I'll snap it, they'll run, so I'm not going to. I don't fully, to be blunt, I don't fully understand draft mode. I haven't played, this is the first card game I have played in probably 7-8 years, so I don't really understand what it, I know that Educated Collins has been advocating for that. I mean, tell me what, like, how that works. I saw it listed in the survey where you can, like, pull other players into a battle. I mean, that might be fun if that's what it is, but they're really missing the point. They're focusing on all these new and shiny things that we can do in the game while the game is rotting from the inside. So, I mean, these new modes might be fun. Will it save the game? Absolutely not. I mean, they're still going to be plagued by these balance issues and toxic personalities that really have no understanding of what they're doing beyond their own ego. So yeah, I'd like to see that, but I think priorities should be much more in line with the state of the game. I think they need to stop introducing so many new cards, so many new locations, and they need to fix it. Yeah, the new cards are weird. I don't see how they're Series 5. Like, I look at Series 5 and it's like, the only things I would want are Galactus and Thanos. All the new cards, I'm like, I don't see a point. Like, why would you spend on that? So, they're again showing that they don't understand how to build the game by doing the wrong thing too much. They're showing us that they can't give us the cards that we would find exciting. And I think that Negasonic Teenage Warhead might be a counter to something like Cosmo, maybe, but Cosmo has no counter. I don't know I mean, unless I'm missing something. Ongoings like Professor X, maybe. I don't know. I just it's weird that they have so many cards that have flaws and are just sitting around until it becomes an egregious problem. Like the whole Mystique absorbing man, and I had that wrong in the video. The way it works now is the way it should have always worked. The fact that it's taken them a year to get to that point blows my mind. And not to be a geek or anything, but I mean, if you even like follow the comics or anything, it's not like, they're gonna steal power. Like Rogue wouldn't steal a power from somebody who's dead, right? They don't got the powers anymore. So, and they didn't even say Rogue was fixed that way either. Although I think she's by nature that way. So maybe I'm just talking out my ass now. Got no Ultron on the board. I think I'm gonna debris. Just to feed Doom a little bit better. Yeah. And now they see what I'm going to be playing. That's fine. Except they're ahead on 2 lanes. No, they're not. So are they gonna She-Hulk and Doom me? Not sure how this is gonna go. Yeah, they're gonna Doom. Okay, I was gonna Doom as well. Well, it works for me. Yep, fully. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, they, the supposed Shuri nerf still blows my mind. It wasn't Shuri at all. Shuri has such a simple fix. Just like Leader had a very simple fix, and they couldn't figure it out. You know, and I don't think you were on earlier when I mentioned, like, eggs getting blocked by Jones, because I featured that in the video, too. I feel bad because she doesn't want a part of the drama, right? She's like trying to walk away from it. And uh-oh, hang on a sec. Jesus Christ, that was bad news. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so she doesn't want to be a part of the drama, and I'm going to respect that. But creators, in my opinion, and I'm a small one, so I got like no influence, but creators, in my opinion, should be basically, you know, spokespeople for the community. And the community is mad. You should get mad too. That's not a toxic thing at all. Get mad and speak out. And so and that's what I've been frustrated with a lot of the creators, is they don't speak their minds. They don't talk about how the game is broken. You look at the people that Jones allows to talk to him, and they're all like apologetic, like, oh, please don't get mad at me, it wasn't anything personal, like, and I shit you not, that's in responses to his posts. That's not a healthy dynamic. So I think at this point, it's not about whether or not you want to be perceived as toxic. You have to recognize that this personality, this person who has authority, is not good, and they need to be met with the same type of energy. Absolutely. I said that in the video, right? Like, it's such a simple fix. Because now she can really only buff one card instead of two. But they didn't want to do that. I can't figure out why they wouldn't do that. I just don't understand. Yep. Not surprised, Templeton. Not surprised at all. Galactus, I think, is still... I know a lot of people say Galactus is easy to counter. I can't seem to counter it. Again, I'm not the greatest player, but I struggle. Big time. So this looks like it was a toxic deck. I knew it. I'm so glad. I knew it was a toxic deck. So glad I put Doom out there when I did. And he actually helps me because now I can just play these and bump them all. So cheapest for most points. It's gonna be... Well, Doom needs to get some more... Hopefully that does it. And still not enough. That's what you get for playing Toxic. God, I'm tired of those. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the only places where Leech is a problem. Because it really just helps you if you've got your stuff on the board already. Thanos seems really complicated. And I think that's probably part of the appeal, right? Because he's a lot like a movement deck or a Sarah deck, where you have to really think about how you're going to play the cards, the order you're going to play them in, how to play them against your opponent. So for that, I see the appeal. Right now, I'm just... I don't know. I don't know who they're going to nerf next, so I'm not buying anything for long. I don't have the tokens anyway, but I really want to see how things shake out. I think they're catching a lot of heat over this. Rightfully so. Oh, we're at 78 again. And I don't know what that's going to mean for any of the cards. So I kind of want to stack and see once something pops up as a meta, that's when I want to jump in. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, that was a big mistake. I don't think they understood that. Like, okay, I had Doom there. I want Null. I've been wanting Null for a long time. I really want Null Galactus, but Null for a Destruction deck, oh god, that'd be so fun. Destruction and Patriot are my two favorite decks. I just enjoy playing them. The Destruction, I lose my ass, but it's still fun. It's interesting to me the way you can stack everything. David Blowy. Interesting. Patriot just feels really straightforward. Like, I don't really have to think much. And it's pretty clear whether it's going to be a win or not. Yeah, that'd be fun. But I love Deadpool, too. Once I finally got him, he's really fun in Destruction. I've seen people get him over 100. I've not gotten him that far. I think my highest with him was like in the 40s or something, like 48. I don't have a choice. Have to play there because it's Asteroid M. What are they playing? There's going to be a Doom Wave. So there's Wave. Okay, so let's just stuff them with a bunch of cards. I mean, I'm burying. I could have played my Mystique into that, but I think polluting their lanes is a better strat right now. Okay, so now they're locked in on right. Oh no. Okay, so locked in on mid at 11. Not sure how this one's gonna pan out. Yeah, that wasn't great. Keep forgetting about Asteroid M. Okay, that works for me. And Blue Marvel for the win. So now that's not true. Now, I have to disagree with you on there for the sole reason that I never, ever, ever see Cosmo or Armor until I play a Destruction deck. And then it's like every opponent has Cosmo and Armor. So I know what you're saying, but I don't think it's everybody's carrying it. I think it's the way they match the games. There's something weird about how when you swap a deck, suddenly you start seeing opponents that are carrying your counter cards. And a lot of people have said that, and I've seen it. It's a +1. So I don't think that's the case. I know it feels that way because I have felt it and I have said it. But I never see them unless I play Destruction. Like, well, almost never. Destroyer decks will have it, but that's the only time I ever see Armor. I never see Cosmo unless I'm playing Destruction. Like, never. And as soon as I play Destruction, it's like every damn game. Every game. And I just get locked down. That's why I said Destruction is just losing for me. As much as I love it, like, there's just no point in playing it. Ironically, that's like the best deck I have on my alt account, so I just can't win. Okay, we can lock out Mojo. Let me guess, there's going to be Asteroid M. Well, there's Armor, like I said, so this is likely the Destroyer deck. I don't know what they're gonna do now. Well, and I said I never see Armor Cosmo, and there it is. Talk about irony. Wow. My words do not taste good right now. So I don't have Ultron, so Mojo World is not a given. Going into turn 5. Oh, there's Ultron. Okay, we're good. We're good. Looking for Destroyer, maybe Galactus. I haven't seen Galactus but once or twice since the patch. But Cosmo Destroyer would make a lot of sense. So that's kind of what I'm expecting them to drop. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I'd call it a myth. I think it's a theory. It's not been proven. They claim that's not the case, but so many people, like anecdotally, the evidence says otherwise. Should be enough to take mid. I think they're going to destroy or Drac. We'll see. See, I usually get counter decks. Decks that make it really, really tough. Why did they play Enchantress there? Weird. That was an odd choice. But see, this is my old Patriot deck, and for some reason, after the patch, it's the only one that wins consistently for me. I would say my opponents tend to be similar. Like I said, Cosmo Armor almost every game when I'm Destroyer. When I go to Doomwave, I see a lot of Patriot. So I don't know. I really... If they say it's one way, I just immediately won't believe them. They're going to say that they don't have it implemented that way. I'm going to call bullshit. I am. They've just done too many things that make me not trust them. I don't think we had Asteroid M last game. Oh, shit.
I am Ego, and this is my domain.
I hate snapping on Ego. I'll go a little bit because I dropped my Patriot. It's kind of hard to lose with that on the board. Another Lockjaw. They just ate their own Lockjaw, that's funny. And you're not a Thanos. Now they're locked in on mid with a ramp, but Ego won't let them ramp. So what's going to happen? What is going on with that Patriot? We're good so far. They drop Ultron, I mean, that's game. What? Are you stupid? What? I mean, it's 50-50 on what they're going to play on left. I don't... Why? Why the hell would they put Thing there? God, oh my goodness. It wasn't even the best card below Ultron. That's amazing. Goddamn Ego. Not great. They're better now that I switched to my old Patriot deck. I was not doing well with any other deck. I pulled a Patriot Wave deck off Twitter that somebody just got infinite with last night. Couldn't win a game. I was struggling. And so I eventually went back to my old school Patriot deck that I have had for like 2 months. And it's the only thing that's brought me out of the hole. Because I was down minus 15, minus 16, something like that. And now I'm, back to close to 0. Oh, and I did get I just show this off. I got Shocker, and then I just got the Falcon one out of the reserves as well. So I got 2 of the Steampunk cards now, which I'm happy about. I don't know if the drop rates are higher for those, but yeah, that's cool. I'm happy for it. I'm gonna play all my bumps into London and then Doom at the end. I don't know why they snapped on that. I'm in good position. They don't even... they know I'm Patriot. Why are they snapping? Oh, their movement. Interesting. I have to be careful with London now, because Patriot stacked on Asteroid M. That's wonderful. Oh, I forgot. Alright, so Asteroid M is done. That sucks. That is a monster vulture right there. So they're higher drop rate. Okay. I was all excited. I was like, maybe I'm actually getting lucky and the game's treating me nice. Guess not. Guess not. No, it just doesn't matter. I'm gonna lose left as soon as they drop Heimdall. It's gonna be a very high scoring game, but I want to see it through. See, I'm not a fan. Just it's hard for me to wrap my head around it all. Like I struggle with them so much, and every time I've tried to play with them, I just couldn't win. Couldn't get the cards in the right order and stuff like that. And I just didn't know how to win. Knew that was coming. Yeesh. Yeah, it looks like I probably lost this one. Oh, maybe not. Damn. I didn't know it was going to be a 13 Doombot. Works for me. Let's see, now we're break even with my old school Patriot deck. I don't know why this one is winning this season, but it seems to be. I need to just stick with it. Like, I can conceive of the movement decks, but it's like when I go to play them and like trying to counter what my opponent's doing, like that extra level of complication, my brain just like melts. I can't figure out what to do. Safe place for Misty. Nothing. And no Doom or Ultron, so Debris is going to be my play on turn 3. Don't see any other option. Okay, no Asteroid M. Yeah, we'll ramp on Raft. And they're gonna get Raft now. But it's gonna be a really weakened one. So that's how I felt about Mr. Negative. It's like you need it to draw just right, and when you do, it's insanity. Absolute beauty. Wow, Blue Marble gonna be my only bump? That's not good. Oh, there's Patriot. A little behind the times there, man. You don't need Titania. Exactly, that's exactly it. That's why I had a hard time with negatives. Anytime I would get a decent deck, it was like one of those ones that was reliant on one card. Like my Lockjaw, for example. I couldn't get Lockjaw when I needed him. Mr. Negative, I couldn't get Mr. Negative when I needed him. And so I only go for decks now that have multiple outs. Like now I have Doom and Ultron in there. I have multiple buffs for the cards. I do not like to be pigeonholed at all. Four won't be enough for mid. I might lose this one. If they play it smart and go right, heavy on right, I probably lose. They didn't go heavy. I'm surprised by that. Out of turn on that one. So I win. I fully win. I'm gonna get all three. Yikes. And now we're in the positive with my old school Patriot deck. Oops. There we go. Well, I'm envious you got King. Like I said, I got no Series 5s, and I think Silver Surfer is the only Series 4 I have now. So I'm like a solid Series 3 deck, and I'm still missing like 9 cards from Series 3. So I'm envious of any Series 5s. I don't... See, King had really bad stats when it came out, like play-wise. People were like losing more cubes by having King. He's clearly like an insurance policy, but does it help because you know when to retreat and when to like actually snap? You'd have to answer that. I can't. I have no idea how to play him effectively. I have Zabu. Zabu is now Series 3, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, the only Series 4s I have were season cards. So if Zabu's a Series 4, then yeah, that one as well. I try to not count those. And Silver Surfer I did not get during the season. So I drew it as a Series 4. Oh shit, you're Scottish too, my people. I'm from Clan MacLeod. At least blood-wise, right? I'm here in the States, but my family's from there. So MODOK isn't really classified as Series 5 for some reason. Like Marvel, Snap Zone has him like outside of it. I know he's gonna default to 5. But I've got nothing that wasn't... Ooh, interesting. That wasn't a season base card for Series 5. Nothing. I see. Well, Snapstone needs to get updated then. Nice. I went to Edinburgh for a week. Well, not full. It was like 5 days, and then I went to the Isle of Lewis, which is part of where Clan MacLeod is, for a weekend. And I don't know if I'd have called the Isle of Lewis God's country. No, that was not a pleasant place. It was just dark and stormy, and everybody was mad as shit, and it looked like everybody was my twin. Made me laugh. Well, that wasn't ideal. But I mean, I've got him on left here. I mean, either way, it's 8, and I got nothing else to stick with it. I mean, I could play... with a +5 for 8, and that should win. They didn't play anything. And I tried to soak for the win and it didn't work. It was creepy, man. When I went to that area, like, I'm not joking. It looked like everybody was a clone of me. It's like I got to see what I looked like as an old-ass woman. It was really, really unsettling. I'll never forget that experience in my life. And it's funny, I'll see people out here and they'll be like, oh, you know, da-da-da, like, you guys like brothers or cousins because you guys look so much alike. And then I'll meet them and then they'll be, you know, like Clan MacLeod as well. I'm like, holy shit, like, why do we all look the same? Well, yeah, I'm not the most educated on my ancestry, but I try to be, you know, not too ignorant. And having been there helps, right? Because I heard a lot of people say it. I got to try haggis. Of course, I tried it in a local pub. So I don't know if it was all that great, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I was the, you know, stereotypical tourist. Didn't know what the hell I was doing out there. It was you know, traveling Europe is kind of a culture shock, though. I'll tell you that. Like, because America's very repressed. And when I, like, the hostel I was in Edinburgh had, like, basically they were shared bathrooms, communal bathrooms. There was no male, female. Everything was open. So it was weird to, like, go there and, like, take a shit and have some woman taking a shower next to me. That was weird. I wasn't comfortable with that. And then, like, I walked into my hostel room and there was a couple, like, getting it on in my bed. And they were from Sweden. And they didn't even care. They're like, oh, no. When we're done, we'll take you to dinner. We're sorry about this. It's like, what the hell's going on? It was it's a weird experience. I'll never forget it, though. It was fun. I think that, do I not get the, oh, I did get it. I think everybody should travel. I think everybody should travel. I think the stereotypes and the ignorance across both sides of the pond, by the way, would be better served or better attacked if people actually took the time to go experience other cultures and other places. And it's a shame. I even actually got in a fight. I went to Oktoberfest in Munich that year. It was the same trip, just backpacking around. And turn that on. I got in a fight because I was American. People they were just like, I don't like Americans, and I got in a fight over it. And I was like, you know, it's weird how judgmental everybody is, right? Like everybody gets information from their own sources and then they don't ever challenge that and question it. It's a shame. I wasn't even paying attention to this. It had me going up into my memories. God, that was a fun trip. I didn't get to go to Loch Ness. I was really pissed I didn't do that. I'm going to have to take my son there. Damn Asteroid M. I might not win this one just because I wasn't paying attention. With a Bucky? Really? Maybe I will win this one? I don't know. I don't know why they snapped there. I guess I'll find out for 4. They should not have snapped. This did not turn on. There we go. What I want to do, and I don't have the money for it, but I'd like to buy, like, they have like cabins out there like that are right on the lake or the loch, and I would love to get that and like turn it into like an Airbnb if I had the money to do this, and then I could just travel there every year and take my son there. Oh, we are up +8 now. We might actually hit 80 on stream. That'd be amazing. I'm so mad I didn't go. So Scotland was like my #1 destination that trip, and it was the first place I went. And I was so jet lagged. I lost like 3 days. I was like waking up at about midnight, and I just couldn't do anything but sit in the hostel and watch late night BBC 4. Like there was nothing to do. It was quite frustrating. The very first day I was there, I went and looked at Castle Edinburgh, and by the time I was done, it was like a noonday tour. By the time I was done, I got back to the hostel and just like passed out till like 4 in the morning. So I lost a couple days there. I definitely would have done it in a different order, so I could have seen some of that stuff. Yeah, and I don't know the geography well enough over there. I wanted to stay away from Glasgow just because it's got a bit of a reputation over here, and I didn't want to risk it. I mean, even back then I was doing MMA, so I wasn't really afraid. I just didn't want to have the problems, and so I avoided it. Edinburgh had kind of like the more touristy feel, I think, and so that's why I opted for that when I went. Oh, whoops, no. I almost made a huge mistake there. I wasn't paying attention. A buddy of mine, and he's not Scottish, but he and his wife were gonna go to Scotland and literally go from like the north end all the way down, and just like stop at all these different, small towns and stuff. I was pretty jealous of that. Neither of them are Scottish, and I was like, oh, that would have been an amazing trip. I was so jealous, but then COVID hit and they didn't get to go. Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. And even in Edinburgh, it was funny because back then, like, I was fighting a lot, right? Like, that's just something I was into, like, sports-wise. And in the hostel, like, the bars had let out and there'd just be fights in the streets. And it was funny. Like, I remember, like, people from other countries were freaking out, and I was just like, it's just a fight, go to bed. It's not a big deal, like, calm down. But, yeah, even in Edinburgh, it was a little bit rough at times, but I don't know. I still liked it. It was my kind of thing. I think I've got this one in the bag. Maybe, unless they play Galactus, but they would lose. So this is my game. And that's too, it's my son is little, right? Like he's like in middle school. I'm a little sketched to take him to some of those places. Because I don't want to hit him to, you know, be in danger, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing Patriot Wave. I kept losing my ass. I went back to the basic Patriot deck that I have been playing for a long time, and I'm winning again. In fact, I think this might have just put me into 80. I gotta check. Like, it's like really relaxing. I can carry on long conversations. Oh no, that's not 80. Long conversations and still, like, win. Like, I don't have to think with Patriot decks. For this one. So I'm kind of liking that. I will say, though, I was talking about Glasgow, like, I'd rather have to have a stab vest than a bulletproof vest. Like, my son can't go to school without the fear of getting shot, and we're in a really good area. We had, just the other day, we had somebody was threatening the school. Like, it's crazy. Why are they snapping? They don't even know what I have. Yeah, it is. I don't know why it's winning now. After this patch, this deck seems to win a lot. Interesting. Y'all have to do that. There was a castle on the Isle of Luz, but I wouldn't even have called it a castle. It was kind of like a stone outhouse. Like, I took pictures of it. It was like, I don't know if I want, you know, to share this because it's kind of embarrassingly small. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. It was a TVA at that. Eesh. They probably got it then with TVA. It was Electro even. This is a Galactus deck. I'm not. They can't play it this turn anyway, but I got nothing here. I got no way to win this. What a stupid snap. They lucked into that, I think. Alright. Lost a little bit there. I mean, we're still up, though. I didn't have anything to bump debris. I mean, it wouldn't have done anything. Man, it's... Yeah, we get, like, a new school shooting... I don't know, it's like, it's so common here, people don't even pay attention. Like, unless it's, like, really out of control, which is hard to even say, then people pay attention. It's disturbing. It's really disturbing. Like, they do drills. Like, you do, like, fire drills and stuff in school. They actually do active shooter drills in schools here. Where the kids out, like, have to, like, huddle under desks or get in, like, hiding areas and be quiet for, like, 2 minutes. Like, it's nuts. What the hell is with first round snaps? And, yeah, I mean, they were doing that when my son was in elementary school. Like, in kindergarten. They had to do those drills. It's messed up, man. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in, like, the Portland, Oregon area. So, like, and I'm in, like suburbs, right? Like, I'm not in, like, even the city part. I'm in, like, one of the lowest crime areas you can live in for the area. And they still get school threats. Oh, damn. Well, you and, you should be... we haven't seen Top in a while. Top's in, Cleveland. And another Electro deck. And they snapped early. It would have been Galactus, maybe, but Debris helped with that, I think. Yeah, I think so, too. Nasser is just gonna... Oh, Fisk. Okay. Yeah, hopefully Top comes back. You'll have to talk to him about that, because that's where he's at. Jesus Christ. What was that? What the hell? I got no way to win left. And no way to bump Ultron. God damn it. That was a trash game.
Escape.
It's beyond sad. I mean, I don't know. Nobody has a solution. Everybody's fighting over it, over how to solve it. So nothing gets solved, and kids keep dying. It's the most insane thing. It really is. Like it was Ozzy Osbourne was gonna leave the States because of the school shootings. He was like, I'm tired of the violence. He changed his mind, but like it's so bewildering to me. Like and it's funny because people in the States talk about other countries like they're really violent. I'm like, nah, man. Like, I grew up in like a small ass town and we were fighting constantly. There was shootings and stuff in a small town. It's so nuts. This is a violent ass country. No joke. No joke. There was about 4 years ago, it's like the year before COVID hit. And again, I'm in like a very low crime area. Some guy walked into a bank, slashed 2 people's throats, got in his car and went and like drove down the road, and they got him, and he had grabbed a gun and was gonna do a shooting after that. And this is like one of the lowest crime areas in the state. Not at most schools. Not at most. In some of the more like disenfranchised areas where like the people are like historically oppressed, that happens. But most schools do not have metal detectors and securities. No. They now have, but they do have security doors. Like you have the badge to get in, but that doesn't really stop anything. Because like I go to pick up my son, like we walk to and from his school, right? I go to pick him up. Kids are coming out of those doors nonstop. So there's nothing to stop somebody from just walking in behind them. Nothing. It's all like fake, like to make you feel safe when you aren't. Oops. And it's disturbing to have that conversation with your kid too. To be like, yeah, there's people that might come in and try to shoot you. Like, how do you have that conversation in kindergarten? You know what I mean? Like, so messed up. So messed up. I wasn't even paying attention. I don't even know what I'm playing against here. Wow, no Ultron or Doom? Bottom 3 again? Why did they Iron Man left? What was that? They giving me cubes? They might be. Okay, I mean, I still win. Back to +8.
Victory.
Yeah. I mean, there's and it's weird too because they tend to focus very heavily on like the violence that happens in like the wealthier white areas. Like the violence is like everywhere. So what you hear about in the news is like just the more like white outrage, like people just getting mad because they thought they were safe. But there's so many more that happen and you just don't hear about it. Like it's bad. I mean, I honestly don't know what the solution is. And I don't like that it's a fact of life, and I don't know, what to do about it. It's just scary. It's just scary. Like, literally, I think it was last week, there was a threat of violence against my son's school, and the very next day they found bullets on like the grass outside the school. And I was like, I don't know. Like, my son was terrified, didn't want to go to school. Like, and I can't blame him. Like, who wants to go there when that happens? So bad. This is a weird one. No real bumps yet. Well, I want to ramp kiln, I think. This is going to get locked out, and they're a movement deck from the look of it. So that's something right there. I think that's important to recognize. I try to get my news from many different sources. Like, I don't like to get, you know, like, if you get it from one source, it's going to be biased. And if you get it from only your country, you get it biased, right? Like, I would read news from the UK, Canada, Australia, like, just to kind of see how the world is seeing events that are happening. And it's bizarre that they don't even see a lot of the stuff that happens. And then I also see that we don't see a lot of the stuff that happens. Oh, that's propaganda, no lie. I mean, if you watch, God, when I was growing up, there was movies like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. There were like entire areas of urban centers that were just like that. That's not magical and happy. That's fucked up, and it goes on to this day. It's not what they make it look like. Sadly, it's not. And they were looking to play Doom, which I'm okay with because I'm in Ultron. And win both left and mid. I mean, you gotta understand that, like, especially the movies that come out of here, it's meant to make us happy and feel good, right? And so when you're facing all the awful stuff going on in life, they're gonna give you basically fantasy just to feel better. And that's what most of the movies are. They're just fantasy. That's not what it's like. People are poor here. There's homeless. In cities like where I live, because it's a very, like, liberal city, it's like homeless people are migrants. They, in the winter, they'll all go south towards California. And in the summer, they all come back up here to Portland. They won't go to Seattle because it's too damn rainy. So, like, in the spring and summer, like now, if you go, like, downtown in Portland, there's homeless people everywhere. There's, like, entire, like, homeless, like, camps that are filled, like, hundreds of people. You never see that in the movies. You never see that. It's not good. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. I wish it was like in the movies, but it certainly doesn't feel that way. You know, we're supposed to be, you know, one of, if not the wealthiest country on the planet, and, you know, we got people dying in the streets, literally. Like, that doesn't scream wealth to me. So I know people don't like politics, and here I am just, like, ranting about society. But I think that's kind of who I am, right? That's why I called out Glenn Jones, is I don't keep my mouth shut. Things are the way they are. If I'm wrong, I'll own it and I'll change. I would love to hear if I'm perceiving things incorrectly or my opinion is based on faulty logic. I'm very open to changing that. I don't know. I think a lot of people, and it's not just an American thing, get so fixated on one opinion and one possibility that as a species, we tend to stagnate. And that's very distressing to me. But yeah, you got me just like in a zone in my head. Oh, it's a Shuri deck. Let's see the nerf. Let's see the nerf in action. Let's see that awful 26 power card drop. And the question is if I can get over 26. Yep. Oh no! Oh no! Busted! Right? Sure, he's weak now! God damn it. That fool. I could still potentially do this. That's how I feel. Yeah, now they only have to stack left. For some reason, I thought this was turn 5, and I thought I had it. Because they can play any card on right, and they win. So now Shuris are like round 1 snappers. That's what's going on. They just know they got the win now. That's why I was disappointed in Eggs. Like, the fact that she, you know, retreated from the conversation so quickly, that bothered me. I respect it. She doesn't want the conflict. Okay, I'm not, you know... it's disappointing to see, because, you know, Educated Collins was kind of the same way, too. He was, like, you know, up at, like, rank 500 or something insane, and being like, oh, you only got to play these cards. Anybody can do this. And I was like, no, like... start a new account and play it. When he finally did, he was like, wow, MMR's busted. Right? Like, it's... And he called it out, but he did it politely. And that kind of irked me, too. It was like, they need tough love, because the game is going to die if they don't do something. The animosity in the community is becoming a fever pitch, I think. And Twitter's always kind of a cesspool, right? People like to talk a lot of shit on there. But I don't see much positivity. I just don't. I don't. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. The dude doesn't even understand what a nerf is. Like, it was like, you made Red Skull stronger, and that somehow hurt Shuri. Oh my god. It's not the first time, right? This is not the first patch. He's completely just destroyed. Maybe a Mr. Negative, maybe? It's a pattern. It's like they come out with these trash nerfs, get yelled at, and then do something appropriate. So crazy. What time is it? It's got to be negative. With Adam Warlock, that's what I used to play. I don't see very many people playing. What am I doing? I got no cards. We'll see a lot of people with Adam Warlock and negative, but it worked for me. Cerebro. A Cerebro 3, maybe? I've only seen that once. And I don't have any of the cards to play back on turn 5, so I'm done. That was a bad draw. Bad draw. Yeah, I like Glenn Close. I like that I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I like calling him Glenn Close. That's fun. I was calling him Greg just to attack his ego. Because he's the type of guy like, can you get my name right? And that would just like stew with him for a bit. He's somebody, he can't listen to counter opinions. And that's not somebody who should be in leadership. End of story. A good leader should be able to like organize and orchestrate, not domineer. I mean, I've got some buffs here, and Ultron. So I might as well play Vibranium. A few extra ones out of there in case I get Mystique. Possibly, yeah. I've been 70 for over a week now. So I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I don't know if I'll hit infinite. I would like to, but I'm not convinced I will. So they just ate those vibranium for no reason. Snapping into it. Interesting. I wonder why. I'm gonna be dropping 4s with Ultron. Just killed their Dracula. How many have they discarded? 3? They could be playing Hela. Possibly. But I haven't seen, like, big cards getting chopped. We should probably just play in mid. And then I drop 4s all over the place, and hopefully that's enough. Yeah, but he doesn't have Morbius on the board. So I don't know what they're doing here. I don't see the win. I mean, Hela maybe, but I didn't see big cards getting chopped. Wow, really? And that was a snap to you? I'm confused. Like, that was not a smart play. Not a smart play. Okay. Well, 3 away. Yeah, I wasn't seeing MODOK. The only thing I could see was Hela, but I wasn't too afraid of it. Wonder what they were thinking. I mean, maybe, but I don't typically see bots play like a specific archetype of a deck. Like, they don't play destruction or discard. They just kind of play like a random mess. Ooh. This could be interesting. I mean, I've got Ultron to play, so I think maybe I just skip this turn. And drop Ultron. Well, yeah, because Ultron's better than Debris, because I don't have to drop 0, so I'm just going to skip. See what they're doing. They're playing Arrow. Well, that's interesting, because they got a built-in destroy if I play any 3 or 4s on last turn. So now they've got my Ultron. There's finally Patriot. That's not too bad. Just gotta be aware. I don't want them pulling me into Asteroid M at the end. And a big double on mid could be very, very, very bad for me. I should have played Khazar there and had him draw over. So I'm dropping another 8 on mid. 16 on left. Right's not going to be enough to win. I'm afraid they're playing another Dino. Well, they didn't dupe it. So all they got to do is win mid. Or are they going to arrow me into Asteroid M before I can pull it? I mean, why else put Kingpin out there? Possibly. Oh, shit. And there's that Cosmo armor you're talking about. Yeah, they got me. Damn. And had they snapped on that, I would have run, too. Oh, every time I get close to 80, it pulls me back. I've been 79 so many times. I only got a few more in me, and then I gotta go. With no snaps, though, they suckered me in because I didn't think they were confident. Did not see. Did not see Cosmo armor for last turn. It seems that way, too. Like, everybody's kind of, like, clogged up. And I think I would be winning more if I wasn't getting Asteroid M so much. So when that finally goes away... and again, why are they snapping? No, I want to play the other two lanes. As soon as I see Sunspot and Electro, like, those are like clues to me that they're going to be Galactus, and that's what scares me. And a quick snap like that, don't trust them. And no buffs yet. Like, where's Patriot? They've got Patriot. Didn't anticipate that. Interesting. Kinda sucks, because now... I don't see a win here. All they gotta do is go heavy left, and they win. And they snap so early, like... That's frustrating me. These round one snaps shouldn't win. It's like, goes against my better nature. Like, I just want to teach them a lesson, and I can't. I think so. But the second they copy Red Skull somewhere, I'm in trouble. Because I can't come up 15. And that's where I'm stuck. Because like, I don't see how I come up 15. It was likely a Shuri deck. That would be my guess. Once we saw what they had. Damn it. See what I mean? Like, I'm just pulling away. Just pulling away. Yeah. Those round one snaps. Such a pet peeve. I can't stand that. I get it if you're like a Galactus, because everybody retreats from you. You got to get that extra one where you can. I don't know. It's still better than I was seeing when I was getting meta decks like every single game. Do I want it blue? I think he's a wasted turn 5, so I want to get him out early. Destruction. I'm really hoping that's not the case. Because I don't have the cards to compete with that. I just don't, as I'm almost entirely pool 3. Like, I haven't been seeing that. Like, I've not seen a lot of meta decks lately. It's definitely declined substantially from where it was. So I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not true. It amazes me that this is the deck that's winning, though, because it's not the meta Patriot. How I'm climbing with it is strange. I wouldn't have thought that. So we have Ultron. We'll just keep stacking. So now we're dropping 5s with Ultron. And they're gonna play Death. Okay, so turn 5. I don't really have much to stack with Mystique. I think I'd be better off just dropping Abomination out there. Okay, that works for me. I mean, I don't know what they think they're gonna win with that. This should be game for an easy 2. Yeah, they're gonna have a 12 and a 10. That's not gonna be enough. So, I mean, this is game over. And I think they're doing the numbers now, and they're gonna retreat. The wave decks don't do good against Patriot. That's why I said when I play a wave deck, it's like I get non-stop Patriot opponents. It's silly. Well, not non-stop, but about every other one. Even that's probably an exaggeration. But I get a lot of them. And it's so hard to beat them with wave. They can't play Doom. Arrow's not going to help. We played 3 cards. The hell they get 3? That's a 0. So Doom, Hulk, and Death, maybe? Yeah, not enough. I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see how they could possibly win that. I have been surprised, but pretty confident in that one. All right, I got one more. Hopefully it's a monster. And then I got to get going. Just shy of 80. I need to update. I do have a picture for the deck, but it doesn't have debris in it, so I need to update that so I can put it on stream. So when people watch these videos, they know what I'm playing. We've got Ultron, so I don't really want a debris, but I can't play Mystique either. We'll clog their lanes a little bit. Not looking like Galactus, clearly. It's not Thanos. No, Thor's going to be their tall spot, so I'm going to play left. Okay, that doesn't hurt me. Like, Polaris is funny to me with this deck, because it just doesn't really matter what they do. I mean, I've already got the cards I want, so I'm okay to play these here. Do I want to go... I'll go left. And then we drop on them. Question is, so we have 2 here. We're dropping 5s for 10, or... Yeah, it's still better than Doom. You see, this is why there was a discussion earlier about Doom versus Ultron. This is why I like Ultron. He typically can put more points on the board than Doom. With Dino, huh? And I'm gonna win all... Oh, I didn't win mid. Alright. Well, this is... I mean, it's a good way to end. I almost got a rank for 2 hours of gameplay. I think I would just stick with this deck from now on. It's the only thing that's been winning since the patch. But I'm so close. Oh, pains me to walk away, but I got to. I'm definitely out of time. Thanks for joining, Tartan. Everybody else who's been just letting Tartan and I talk. Thanks for joining. I hope I see you guys on the next one. I'm gonna cut out for now, and I'll catch you then. Later.